I just want to say thank you everyone for making it a lovely day so far, and I'm sure we'll only get more around being better. And I'll just pass you over to the best man there, Mr. Richie Marshall. Hello.
No pressure,
I hope you've all had quite a lot of wine this evening, so you'll find this speech a bit funnier than that actually is. Ladies and gentlemen, every now and then we get the rare opportunity to speak of a man who is good looking, charming and intelligent. But this speech is about Jared tonight. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Richard, and about 7 years ago, whilst moving into Bournemouth University halls of residence, all the rooms were full, except from one. Me and my other housemates were all hoping to meet a beautiful, busty blonde girl to fill the last room. Unfortunately, at that point, Jared walked in. Although he wasn't beautiful or blonde, he was at the time busty. I even remember turning to my housemate and saying, "Who's this Australian guy?" First and foremost, I'd like to thank Jared for asking me to be his best man tonight. It really is an honour and a pleasure to fill such a role. I'd never written a best man speech before, so for inspiration, I turned to the internet.
Oh no.
Many hours of surfing on the web, I found some very interesting and good material. But then I remembered I was writing a best man speech, so I got on with that instead. Closing all the pop-ups, etc. Jared set out a few conditions for me this evening in order to do the best man speech.
He hasn't obeyed any of them.
One of the conditions was not to include any embarrassing or incriminating stories. In which he gave me a list of subjects he'd rather I not mention. I have the list here. He'd rather I not mention getting caught by the police shaving men in their boxes. Very liquid-filled swimming pools in the back garden with condom water bombs. And birthday parties dressed as a pink fairy. And finally, having a photo of his genitals published in a school newspaper without being
Thank you, Nathan.
You're welcome.
Ever since I've met Jared, we've got on like a house on fire. I admire Jared for many reasons. For his fun-loving and caring nature, always loving and giving, putting others before himself, his kind-heartedness, great... I can't read your handwriting, what have you written? But my favourite of Jared's traits is his reassuring offensiveness to his friends, letting them know who he loves by the expression of ironic verbal abuse. Overall, Jared is a wonderful man who I think is going to make a great husband to the lovely and beautiful Laura, who I all think we agree looks stunning tonight. Now, neither myself nor Jared are gay. Well, at least I'm not. I've never found a man who I'd rather marry myself than by force. So much so that conversations have often arisen whilst drunk and sober that we should get a civil partnership. But it looks like Laura beat me to it, and for good reason. He's marrying her today, as I learn what a lovely girl Laura is and a wonderful match for Jared. And at least it won't be me that puts up with his flatulence and patchy body hair. But remember, Laura, to look after my buddy for me, and please don't forget to lend him back to me from time to time. When I look at the two of them together, they always look happy and both exude intelligence, ambition and love for one another that is no greater than the love Jared has for his Xbox 360, which is a rare thing. All in all, I'm glad the last housemate at uni wasn't the FHM model we'd all hoped for, but it was you, Jared.
Oh, thank you.
Now finally, I'm half Spanish, and we have some strange traditions in Spain, but when Laura asked me, in England, it's quite traditional to have a toast at the end of a speech. So, I got one better and got you a toaster. I'd like to propose an actual toast to the bride and groom.
To the bride and groom.
One final thing.
Oh, God.
I phoned Jared up a couple of weeks ago and said, can I do a projector image of a couple of pictures of you doing embarrassing things? Obviously he said no, but he said no to projected images only. So if you look underneath your table, there's about 2 envelopes in per table with 140 photos of Jared doing embarrassing things. Each envelope's got different photos, so if you'd like to go around and swap them and change tables. Thank you.